Hello everyone, welcome to the Food Techies channel. Today here we are dealing with a new topic called as fermentation of dairy products. So in the dairy industry there are many fermented products which are come into categories under dairy products like dahi, curd, also called as curd, shrikhand, buttermilk, yogurt and cheese. So today we will deal with dahi, yogurt and cheese making. So stay tuned to the channel, watch the video till the end and we'll move forward with all three products. So starting with dahi. Dahi means the curd. Dahi is a traditional product made by fermentation of milk. According to the PFA rules, dahi or curd is the product obtained from pasteurized or boiled milk by storing natural or otherwise by a harmless lactic acid and other bacterial culture. So in this it says that the dahi is made from milk, specifically a pasteurized or a boiled milk, then storing it by a culture called as lactic acid bacteria or other bacterial culture is also used for making curd. And there are basically two types of curds or dahi, you can say a sweet dahi and a sour dahi. Sweet dahi is made by the bacterial culture of Streptococcus lactis, Streptococcus diacetylactis or the Streptococcus cremeus. So they can be used single or in the combination or with or without leuconoctic species. So these form as a sweet dahi. And sour dahi is again made from Streptococcus lactis, Streptococcus diacetylactis or Streptococcus cremeus along with the lactic bulgarius or Streptococcus thermophilus or both. This can be go with the combination of cultures or along with other cultures, or it can be a single culture. So next we will talk about the nutritive value. Dahi is very essential for the body. It have a great impact on your digestion system and it's very palatable and easy to digest as compared to the milk. So next we will look about the production process of dahi. Pasteurized milk to kill pathogenic organism at 70 degrees Celsius for 15 seconds. As this is the standard temperature for pasteurization of milk, it needs to be standardized to kill the pathogenic microorganisms like Coxella burnetii or non-pathogenic organisms are killed at 80 to 85 degrees Celsius for 15 seconds. As most probably it has been 72 degrees Celsius, it's a standard time and temperature. So then it is cooled to 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. When after the pasteurization temperature, the milk is brought down to the cooling temperature. Then there is an addition of culture to the milk. The milk should be at 30 to 35 degrees Celsius temperature to get set in the form of dahi. It's in a proper structure. So the acyclic point or the pH where the protein molecules present in the curd do not carry any charge, casein coagulates and dahi is formed. Means when the pH is at the pH where the protein molecules does not carry any change, means they don't have any, they reach the isolated point. Beyond it, the casein gets coagulates, means it gets into hard structure and the dahi is formed. So the flavoring agent of dahi is diacetyl, means whatever the flavor we get from the dahi is due to the diacetyl. So you can see here the where the lactic acid and the simple sugar makes a dahi in the presence of lactobacillus. So here is the chemical structure, chemical reaction within the dahi. Lactose in the presence of lactase bacillus lactis forms a lactic acid. So next is the process flow chart for dahi making. First of all, receiving of milk with then we have to preheat it before pasteurization, where it gets into proper favorable condition to filter and standardizes is normal temperature. You can say it's 35 to 40 degrees Celsius. We have to preheat it till then, as it has been bought cooled from the collection centers. So then it is filtration is carried out with the specific sieves. Microfilters are been placed to filters. Then standardizes as per the requirement. The SNF and the fat content is been stabilized and standardized. Then preheating it to 60 degrees Celsius. Then homogenization, because the heating makes the globules formation of globules. So homogenization is the proper mixing. Then then we attain the pasteurizing temperature of 70 degrees Celsius for 15 seconds, or if required 80 to 85 degrees Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes. Then cooling it down to 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. Then addition of starter cultures. The weight of starter culture is 1 to 1.5% of total volume of milk. Then filling into the packaging as per the requirement. And incubation is the time of setting at which the dahi has been set. We get the dahi in the form of semi-solid or solid form. Then cooling and storing at 4 to 5 degrees Celsius, as the storage time of dahi standard is at cool temperature. It is good for its shelf life. Next, we'll look out for the yogurt production, as this dahi and yogurt, it goes hand in hand. Just the changes is in the culture. So as per the dahi, here also we required milk to kill the pathogenic microorganisms. There is 72 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes, and non-pathogenic there is 80 to 85 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. Then cool it to 45 degrees Celsius. Here the temperature exceeds. Then the lactose, in the presence of Lactobacillus bulgarius of Streptococcus thermophilus, gets converted into lactic acid, and the setting temperature for yogurt should be more than 42 degrees Celsius. It is high in this. The flavoring agent of yogurt is acetaldehyde, and the formation of yogurt you can see, and it is also a useful source of protein, calcium and probiotics. The process flowchart for this yogurt preparation is collection of raw milk, then clarification, then standardization, then addition of additives, concentrated milk, sugar, stabilizer, etc. Then homogenization after the addition of these additives, then heating it to 90 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes, then cooling it to 43 to 45 degrees Celsius, then addition of flavors, addition of starter cultures, that is again 1 to 3%, then filling it into containers, then incubate for 41 to 43 degrees Celsius, then cooling and storage. So here we have the yogurt in our hand. Next, what is the difference between dahi and yogurt? Please comment your answers in the comment section. Still, we will go through the points which we have been studied and done a homework on. The basic factors in the difference between dahi and yogurts are culture used, setting temperature and the flavoring agent. So in the dahi, the culture used is Lactobacillus lactis, and in yogurt it's Streptococcus thermophilus and Lactobacillus bulgarius. The setting temperature for dahi is 30 to 35 degrees Celsius, and for yogurt it's more than 42 degrees Celsius. So flavoring agents in dahi making is acetaldehyde, in dahi it's diacetyl, and yogurt it's acetaldehyde. So don't get confused. As per me, be thorough about this key points difference between dahi and yogurt. So next, you can see the photos. Next we have cheese making. Basically, cheese making is concentrated form of two major products. One is casein, and again is the next is milk fat. Only between these two we make the caseins. The main contents we get from in the we require for cheese making are casein, that is milk protein, plus the milk fats, plus the bacteria, what is called as or even called as culture, plus salt gives us cheese. And here we get the cheese after this. And the principle of cheese makings are the main steps you can say about making the cheese are setting the milk, that is adding culture and coagulants to pre-warm milk is setting milk, then cutting the coagulant. Means the cutting of the cubes formed by coagulants. Then cooking cut coagulants means in this coagulants are cooked to remove the excess quantity of whey remained in the milk, then removing the whey from the curd. Means after the cooking, the leftover whey separated from the coagulum is being removed up or the drained off from the curd, then allowing curd particles to knead. Knead means settling it for giving a temperature time for settling it into a required texture. Then salting. Salting is in two types. One is deep and other is sprinkling. For cheddar cheese we have to go for sprinkling, and others we have to go for deep it into a liquid salt solution. So next is pressing it for the required structure we require. Means if the desired cheese are into the cake forms or in the cube forms, for getting this into formation we need to apply some hydraulic pressure so that it is formed into desired shape. Next is ripening. Ripening means aging time for a cheese to become hard and as per the desired levels. So next we will look forward the standard process flow chart for cheddar cheese. First, receive the milk, then preheating it to 35 to 40 degrees Celsius, then clarification. In this, we have to clarify or filter the milk. Then standardization means increasing or decreasing the content of the milk as per the requirement. Then pasteurization at 63 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. Then addition of starter cultures, that is Streptococcus creameus or Streptococcus lactis. Then addition of color, naturally annotated, it's added in the cheddar cheese. Then adding rennet at 31 degrees Celsius. Then coagulating it for 25 minutes. Then cutting into cubes. Again cooking it to remove the excess whey. Then drain out the whey for 15 minutes. Then cheddaring. Then comes milling, salting, like sprinkling on the salt for 30 minutes. Then hooping under the pressure for 18 hours, means keeping it for formation of structure. Then dressing, then pressing it again, then drying, prefining, curing or maturing or ripening for 3 months to 1 hour as per our requirement. This is all about cheddar cheese. So next, what is the cheddaring in the process? Whey is drained off the cube, then the cubes are rested on one side for about 15 minutes and turned and rested. I will tell you in short. The cubes are been rested for 15 minutes each side and turning it back to the other side for 15 minutes. So repeatedly after two cubes, one over other is rested for 15 minutes. Means layer by layer the cubes have been kept each above 1 hour, stacked in the piles. It's been 3 cubes and rested for 30 minutes. These are piled in the form of 3 pieces, one on each for 30 minutes. So the hard layer is form of 3 plies, you can say. So that's all with the cheddar cheese. So this you can see what is the cheese you get in the form. Thank you for watching this video till then.